Did you know there are over a dozen different types of farming practiced around the world? Each one is unique and designed to suit specific environments, purposes, and goals. In today's video, we'll explore 15 different types of farming, breaking them down in simple terms. Whether you're a curious learner or dreaming of starting your own farm, this guide will help you understand the big picture of agriculture. Let's dive right in with one of the most basic and ancient types of farming: subsistence farming. Subsistence farming is one of the oldest forms of agriculture. Farmers grow just enough food to feed themselves and their families. There's little to no surplus to sell or trade. Key features: it's usually small scale, relies on simple tools like hoes or sickles, and often focuses on staple crops like rice, maize, or wheat. Examples: subsistence farming is common in rural parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America, where farmers rely on their harvests for survival. In many cases, subsistence farmers also raise a few animals like chickens or goats for additional food or trade. While subsistence farming focuses on survival, the next type of farming is all about profit. Let's talk about commercial farming. Commercial farming is the opposite of subsistence farming. Large-scale farming is aimed at producing crops or livestock to sell in local or global markets. Key features: farmers here rely on advanced machinery, modern irrigation systems, synthetic fertilizers, and high-yield crop varieties to maximize production. Examples: corn farms in the US, wheat farms in Australia, and coffee plantations in Brazil. Commercial farming can involve monocropping, where one crop like soybeans or cotton is grown over vast areas. While efficient, this can deplete soil nutrients. Now, let's look at a type of farming that combines crops and livestock on the same land: mixed farming. Mixed farming is all about variety. Farmers grow crops and raise animals on the same farm, creating a more diverse agricultural system. Key features: this method balances income sources and reduces risks. If crops fail, the livestock can still bring in profits. Additionally, animal manure is often used as fertilizer for crops. Examples: a farm in Europe growing barley and raising dairy cows, or a farm in India cultivating rice while raising ducks. Mixed farming promotes sustainability by making efficient use of farm resources. Next up is a type of farming that's growing in popularity: organic farming. Organic farming is focused on sustainability and environmental health, a method of farming that avoids synthetic chemicals and relies on natural processes. Key features: farmers use compost, green manure, crop rotation, and natural pest control methods. Organic certification often requires adherence to strict guidelines. Examples: organic vegetable farms in California or tea estates in India using natural fertilizers. Organic farming is becoming more popular due to growing consumer demand for chemical-free, environmentally friendly products. From sustainable practices, we move to industrial farming, which takes production to a whole new level. Industrial farming is all about scale and efficiency. This type of farming focuses on mass production, often for global markets. Key features: heavy use of machinery, synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, and genetically modified organisms, GMOs. Examples: large-scale poultry farms, industrial corn farms in the US, or palm oil plantations in Southeast Asia. While industrial farming can produce huge amounts of food, it's often criticized for its environmental impact, such as deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions. Now let's look at a type of farming that moves with the land: shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation adapts to soil conditions. Farmers clear a patch of land, grow crops, and move to another area when the soil becomes less fertile. The land is left to recover naturally. Key features: slash and burn techniques are often used to clear vegetation. Crops like cassava or yams are common. Examples: practiced in tropical regions like the Amazon rainforest or parts of Africa and Southeast Asia. While it works in low-density populations, it's unsustainable when practiced on a large scale due to deforestation. Next, we have a type of farming where farmers follow their herds: nomadic herding. Nomadic herding is a mobile way of farming. Farmers raise animals like sheep, goats, or camels, while moving from one place to another to find fresh pastures. Key features: this is common in arid and semi-arid regions with limited rainfall. Animals provide milk, meat, and wool. Examples: practiced by the Maasai in East Africa or Bedouins in the Middle East. Nomadic herders often have deep knowledge of their environment, which helps them survive in harsh conditions. From moving herds, let's shift to plantation farming, a system designed for large-scale export crops. Plantation farming specializes in one main crop. This type of farming focuses on crops like coffee, tea, sugarcane, or rubber, often for export. Key features: it requires large estates, significant labor, and long-term investments. Examples: tea plantations in India, rubber estates in Malaysia, and sugarcane farms in Brazil. Plantation farming played a major role in colonial economies and continues to influence global trade today. Now, let's dive into farming underwater: aquaculture. Aquaculture is farming in water. It's the cultivation of aquatic organisms like fish, shrimp, or seaweed. Key features: this can happen in fresh water, brackish water, or even the ocean. Examples: fish farms in Norway raising salmon, or shrimp farms in Thailand. Aquaculture accounts for nearly half of the world's seafood production and helps reduce pressure on wild fish populations. From water farming, let's move to horticulture, which is all about fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Horticulture brings beauty and nutrition to farming. It focuses on growing fruits, vegetables, flowers, and ornamental plants. Key features: this type of farming is often smaller in scale and labor-intensive, but highly rewarding. Examples: orchards producing apples in the US, vineyards in France, or floriculture in the Netherlands. Greenhouse farming, a part of horticulture, allows farmers to grow high-value crops year-round. Up next is a farming method designed for the future: sustainable farming. Sustainable farming looks ahead to the long term. It's about producing food in ways that conserve resources for future generations. Key features: farmers focus on renewable energy, soil health, and reducing waste. Why it matters: it helps fight climate change while feeding the world responsibly. Examples: a sustainable rice farm in Japan, or a permaculture setup in Australia. Now, let's explore integrated farming, where nothing goes to waste. Integrated farming is all about efficiency. It combines different farming practices like crops, livestock, aquaculture, and agroforestry on the same farm. Key features: waste from one system becomes a resource for another, maximizing output. Examples: a farm where fish ponds are fertilized with animal waste, and pond water irrigates crops. Let's look at specialized farming, where farmers focus on one thing and excel at it. Specialized farming focuses on a single product. Farmers dedicate their resources to growing one crop or raising one type of livestock. Examples: dairy farms, poultry farms, or vineyards for wine production. Key features: it's highly efficient, but can be risky if demand drops for that specific product. Next, let's explore a highly technological form of farming: vertical farming. Vertical farming is the future of urban agriculture. It's a method of growing crops in stacked layers, often indoors. Key features: vertical farming uses LED lighting, hydroponics or aeroponics, and climate control systems to maximize growth. Examples: companies like Aero Farms in the US and Plenty in Europe are pioneers in this field. Vertical farming uses less water and land compared to traditional farming and is ideal for urban areas where space is limited. Finally, let's discuss the high-altitude world of alpine farming. Alpine farming thrives in mountainous regions. It focuses on livestock and crops adapted to high altitudes, where the climate is colder and the terrain is rugged. Key features: sheep, goats, and hardy crops like barley or potatoes are common. Examples: dairy farming in the Swiss Alps or potato farming in the Andes. Alpine farming often supports small, traditional communities and plays a vital role in preserving biodiversity. So there you have it, 15 types of farming, each with its unique characteristics, challenges, and benefits. From ancient methods like subsistence farming to cutting-edge innovations like vertical farming, agriculture continues to evolve to meet our growing needs. What type of farming fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy farming!